Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to a new video. I'm sure you've all been highly anticipating the results of the poll. So I will reveal those in a second. Here standing outside of my Luck of the English pub. If you didn't see last video where I did the interiors on that, please go check it out. And I also did a poll on my account for which of these three buildings I should do next. That one's going to be a bakery, this one's going to be a butcher, and that one's going to be a tea house. And the results came in, and by an astounding 1 vote, the winner was the butcher. That was also the only vote. It was my cousin. My cousin voted the butcher, and that was the only vote on the poll, so that's what I'm doing. So, alright, let me, this is what the inside looks like. Let me just take a minute to figure out a little floor plan for in here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've laid out some floors on the inside down here. I don't know why I decided to go with this pattern, but I don't think it looks too bad. And I kind of just want to do something stone, slightly checkered, but not too much, like just simple black and white checker. And then we have, I don't know if I showed the back before, but there is a staircase back here that's been there, going up to the second floor. So here I just put oak wood floors. And then now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to figure out, obviously I think the counter should be on the bottom floor over here, right? And then top floor would probably have, thinking freezer space. Maybe, I think you probably shouldn't have windows in the freezer, right? Maybe I'll do one that kind of comes out like this. I don't know. I could also do a freezer on the bottom, but just have it coming out like through here. I don't know if that might look good. So this is gonna have to all be like that. Right, and then it would just be right here would be an entrance, and then the freezer would be right there. That could work. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do like the hanging meats too. Yeah, alright. Let me put a little bit more work into this and then I'll come back. Alright, so I added these blocks just to kind of give you a better idea. That's not how it's gonna look though. And then back here I put the fridge in. But yeah, I really don't like the way it looks, so I'm thinking I'm not going to keep it. And I'm also thinking, because I did the sign I did out of mangrove, I might want to try and incorporate more red. I don't know if I want to do like maybe red carpets upstairs or something like that. But okay, well, I just built this for some reason. Really just can't think, like my mind is just blank. I'm pretending to think, but just nothing's going on up there. Let me go ahead and just put the fridge where the fridge is gonna go, so upstairs. You know, I might do something similar to, if you saw my world tour video, over here in the Japanese fishing hut, I had this is how I did my fridges in here. I might just do kind of the same thing, so I think it looks pretty decent. If I can just remember how to do this, I might even steal that banner. I'll save that for later. A big block. Alright, easy. And then could I try and do hanging meat in here? I was gonna do like a walk-in freezer, but I don't know if I actually want to do that, because I feel like I'd have to I can make all the walls iron. Just gonna take up a lot of space. And I feel like this room looks too nice to just cover the whole thing up in iron. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna skip ahead to when I figure things out a little bit more. Because I don't wanna spend too much time doing all the boring stuff and then not even have time in the video for decorating and have to do that off camera. So let me get to that. So I did some more work on the fridges. I also added these red and white striped banners. I think those look good for the fridge. And then I wasn't feeling the oak for the floors, but I changed it to mangrove, and now I'm realizing I shouldn't do the mangrove because the meat is all going to be mangrove, I think. So now I'm changing that again. And I think I'm going to use the tough blocks because I just haven't gotten to use those very much. And I wanted to do something more stone. So I feel like it would be better for the fridge room. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. So now I'll go ahead and get started figuring out how I want to... wait. First, I think I'm going to add... Maybe I could do a walk-in freezer, but I could just make it up there. I don't think that's a bad idea. I could do stairs going up here. And then another floor out of slabs up here. Yeah, okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've now added the second floor in. Added some steps. I feel like I am going a little bit overboard with building off camera. Maybe I should include some of this process. But I'm going to try and include more from now on. So in here, kind of added some stuff. I think I want to change the meat a little bit. I feel like having all of it be like that doesn't really work. And some of it kind of doesn't even look that meat-like. So, I don't know, maybe just mixing these in would help. Maybe netherrack. I did say last video that netherrack looks kind of fleshy. So that might work. I think that's fine. I don't know what else I can do to make the meat look more like meat. I don't know, maybe I can turn... Yeah, you know what, later on, I'll grab my invisible item frames, and I can add some more stuff with that. And then for now, let's finish off this area. We'll do maybe some smokers. Smokers might be good. What does a smoker look like? Or maybe I'll do what's the thing where you put the meat on the campfire? That might kind of work for smoking. Maybe I should put it on something. Maybe this dark iron would work. I don't want to be touching the banners, but I have to. That'll probably be fine. And go ahead and add what kind of meat. Or I guess they should be cooked, huh? Since they're smoked. Actually, I'll just leave them on there to cook. And then I'll put them out once they're done. Hopefully I still can put them out. No, I'll just cut all this out and then pretend I did it right. I don't remember how long they take. Oh. They come off when they're done. Okay. So I'm guessing I can only put them on raw. Okay, well then. I have to be at the start of the smoking process. And I'm not gonna do any fish in here because I already have or I'm planning on doing like a wharf down there. I showed it off in my world tour video, but I called it Duckworth. Anyway, I want to do like a whole fish market over there. So I'm gonna save that. And then anything else I should add? Did say I might want to add red carpet. Okay, maybe it's too much white in this room. I don't know if it's weird to have a carpet up here. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, but it feels so bare now. Maybe I need something in the middle. I need... Oh, I like these cauldrons. I want to do more with them. I feel like they kind of look like just small tables. Oh, you know what? I need to look through the blocks. Okay, need that, need that, need that. I built smokers like this, and there's smokers in the game. What am I doing? I'll make them big smokers like that. Nah, shoot. What do I do? I don't know why I keep getting lost in the menus like this. And I feel like I need something on the side. Maybe just these trapdoors. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to place that on the other one either, am I? Oh, I can't place it there. Is there anywhere I actually can place blocks in here? Maybe I don't need these banners. Yeah, that looks fine. I should put a door here. Wait, I gotta test something. You need redstone to open the copper doors? Oh, no you don't. Okay, cool. I'll use that. Oh, now what to do with these. What did I say? I said, oh, I need to put these blocks down. So let's think of something like that. Water in these ones, and these ones can just be covered on top. Like cutting something. I don't know. Actually, I can't put pressure plates on those, can I? Oh, I can. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna add some lighting. I just started really using the copper stuff last video, but I kind of like it. The green is a little weird though. I'm not gonna do those. Alright, that's not too bad. Maybe they connect a little weird, but fine. No, it's not. Damn it. That's not so bad. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that, yeah. I just thought of something. In my haunted mansion, I put, what was it, redstone on the floor to look like blood. Maybe I should do something like that in here too. These work as meat sticks? Are those sausages? No, I think that's a bad idea. No, that's dumb. Okay. Let's see. Butcher's a little messy. There we go. And maybe I'll put some up here with the frozen meat too. So maybe it makes it a little scary, but I think it needs the detail. So I really don't know what else to put up here right now. Unless I put some of these meat sausages. Alright, so that should be the upstairs finished. Or maybe I'll add a little bit more detail. Like, I mean, I know it's a butcher shop, but it might be kind of nice to have some ambiance in here. I don't know. No, that's not the right word, is it? Target successfully bombed. Okay. I'll put that one above here. What kind of flower? I'll put some red tulips since that's what I did in the backyard. Where are flowers? What am I doing? And here, honey. Alright, cool. That's that finished. And now the room is done. Now the room is done. Alright. Nope, I didn't even... Now the room is done. Do I want to add anything to the outside? Alright, I just added this little thing to take up space, and I don't know. I don't know what it is, but... I mean, I know what it is. It's just a little planter with a thing over it. And I guess these are kind of supposed to look like there's windows covered up or something. But it also gave me an idea, maybe I should put a little stand out here. And you know how, well, I don't know if you know this, but all the little butcher things I've been to, which is just like the ones inside of grocery stores, they always have cheese also. Like not just meat, they have cheese. So I'm thinking I might put a little stand out here that'll sell cheese. I don't know if that's red enough. It works. I guess I'll keep the floor in here grass. I don't really need to do too much with this. And then I'll just put about like a barrel of cheese. How should I do the cheese? Maybe bamboo. Maybe endstone. People used to always say endstone was cheese. Just because it has the holes, but I don't know if it actually looks that cheesy. Maybe like a Gouda. It kind of looks like a real white, smelly cheese. Oh, I could use this thing. I haven't used this very much. Could put all my cheeses in here. Might as well just use all 3 blocks I picked out. I see that's a really white cheese. Oh, there we go. I think that kind of works for the cheese stand. Maybe I should move these up one. If I exact block pick that, it does work. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I bet. I love block pick. Okay. I didn't think that would work, but it does. Decorate this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. It's better. Yeah, I don't know if I like the cheese counter. Oh, that's just moldy cheese now. Oh, maybe gold would have been good for cheese. It looks like cheese curd. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't want to add anything to the front. Maybe I'll just put more of these flowers. Since I kind of did these planters back here with them. I think I'll keep it simple in the front. Actually, I don't know if I should add this pattern too. Okay. Let's head inside, do the main part. We need a display. We need all of the meat to be on the counter, which I don't know exactly how we're gonna do that. Maybe using the campfires like I did before. Let me try that out and then I'll come back and we'll see how it looks. Oh my gosh, I can pop. I can big block this too. Okay, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. Got all the meats right there, and then you have the glass on this side, and then on this side, they can actually take the meat out and hand it to you. I actually thought that would be a lot harder to figure out. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and put the bell back. And let's figure out what else we need in here. I mean, you don't really eat at the butcher's shop, but you might sit down just to wait, right? Because they take your ticket and they'll ring the bell to call you up. Oh, you know what? They always have pickles too. Forgot about the pickles. Alright, for now this is all I'll grab. Just see how much room do we even have to put stuff back here. I'll try not to make the walking space too tight. I guess right here I'll just put a little like that, and then I'll put some these. What are these called? I'm not doing this. Come on, just place it. Make a barrel of that, and then there we go. Get pickles. Oh yeah, I could do that too. I could do some shelves over here. I don't know. Only thing is that with the spruce of the barrels, it kind of matches the walls too much. It's fine. It doesn't need to be super contrasty. It's just whatever this kind of building is called. There we go. I'll put red carpet and that looks cool. And maybe over here I can put seats for while you wait. And maybe back here I'll put some of these shelves. I feel like I need something to break up the walls. Maybe I should advertise. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, cool. So I can put the pickles in here too. Alright, perfect. Oh, I have to finish this. Alright, you know what? Maybe I should do quartz back here. I never really used quartz. Ooh, for this stone. I'll keep the pickles on. No, I won't. That can go there, I guess. I kind of want it to be like, this is a grindstone, that can be the meat grinder. Oh wait, no, this should go here. So that way I can add a top. I'll put that here. And then let's go ahead and put a top on this. I don't think I'm going to do more hanging meats over here. I really don't feel like it. There we go, cutting tops. I can have one for the meat and then one for pickle. And over here, I kind of have nothing here. But I don't think I want to put meat in those shelves. Or pickles, really. Actually, maybe the pickles would be good. They can be like marinating. It's like it's pickles in bottles. Now I'll put a few just actual pickles. Maybe I don't need to fill every single wall. Maybe I can just leave it like that. That's not going to work for me. I don't know why it's like maximalism. Like I gotta have something everywhere. This and this. There we go. And I think that should... Yes, yeah, I started saying it was done and then immediately realized I was wrong. Finishing details, finishing details. Yeah, see, second I think I'm done, all of a sudden I notice 100 things that need to be fixed. Okay. Okay, wait. No, just this. Just this now. Last one, swear. Alright, I don't know if I cut that out or not, but if I did, I just spent like 20 minutes saying that I was done and then continually adding stuff. It wasn't really 20 minutes, but it was longer than it needed to be. So now I think it is actually done. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the final tour. Okay, I am back. Now I'm actually gonna do the final tour. Now it is really finished. Okay. Alright, now I'm ready to actually do the final tour. So here we go. Let's get started. I added some banners, I think, to the outside. Or I probably did that on camera. I'm just not gonna try and figure out what I did and didn't do before, but come in here, we got the sitting area, just hanging out, and then waiting area. I think I added these carpets, just said I was gonna do that. And then we got kitchen. And these shelves? No. The viewing, giving out thing. I think those came out really good. I thought I would take a lot longer to figure out how I wanted to do that, but it's pretty quick. And then I like the back. I think the shelves look good there. Even though I didn't use some like shelves, like putting stuff in there. Then we come around. Here's the front again. Nice view. Come around, we have the cheese shop. I like this too. Well, I always hope I like everything, but I think this all came out pretty good. Wow. And we come around. I think I added a little bit more to the outside. Maybe just the banners. And then come up here. We got the freezer room. No, that's the freezer room. This is, I guess, the actual butchery room. Right, it's got the saw in the middle. Got the smoking. Fridge. This is supposed to be meat, by the way, like meat stuff hanging off of there. I don't know if that's real clear. But yeah, it's kind of hard to do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at it. And then I put the invisible item frames in here. That was one of the things I just left to change before I did this. And then come in here, we got the meat fridge with our floor sausage. And then, yeah, that is the entire build. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And maybe I won't do another poll, but if you want to go back and answer my old poll as to whether I should do the bakery or the tea house next, then please do that. I will check it before I start working on the next video. And if I see more than one reply, then I'll do whichever house got suggested. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you to my cousin Avery. Shout out for being the only person to respond to the thing. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.